Today I'm sharing some of my favorite tricks for when you need to go but can't. I'm Carmen Cooper, by the way, in case you're new here. Let's start out flat on our backs. We're going to begin with wind relieving pose or knees toward chest. It's very calming. Sometimes people tell me they can't bring their legs in because their arms are too short. So grab a strap, pull your legs in with your strap. You can use an old belt, an old necktie if you don't have a yoga strap. Another way to use a strap is to put it underneath the bottoms of your feet if you prefer that instead of around your legs. You can also hold at your thighs right above your knees. Pull your legs in that way. Or you can hold your shins right below your knees. We're going to gently rock on our backs by pulling our knees in and pushing them out. This is called rock and roll. Excellent massage to the abdomen and the low back. You can also go from side to side. Very soothing to the back and the abdomen. You can also pull your knees to the right side, roll them across your gut, push them out, come around again. When you pull in on the right, you're massaging your ascending colon across to your descending colon. Excellent massage for the sacral area of your back as well as to your colon. Let's extend one leg and leave one knee in. Take the opposite hand to the outside of that knee. Extend your arm straight from the shoulder. Gently swing the leg across the body. Try to keep both shoulders on the floor. And if you can do so comfortably, turn your head in the opposite direction of your twist. Breathe normally as you hold the pose. Hold it as long as it feels good, then swing back to the center. Extend that leg and bring the other knee in toward your chest. For the same thing on the opposite side. Opposite hand. Swing the knee across. The other arm extends straight out from the shoulder. Try to keep both shoulders on the floor. If you can do so comfortably, turn your head in the opposite direction of the twist. Breathe normally and hold as long as it feels good. Twisting helps the peristaltic action of your insides. Swing back to center and extend that leg. We're going to come up to sitting and then go to table. Sit back on our heels and fold forward into pose of a child. You can extend your arms straight out in front of you if you like the way that feels. You drop your forehead to the floor. If you prefer, you can place your arms back alongside of your body. Play with your arm position until you find what you like best. Here I've got one hand stacked on top of the other. Then I stack my forearms on top of each other. And finally, my favorite, my two fists stacked one on top of the other. When I support my forehead on my fists, I find it extremely grounding. It's almost like a funnel draining the stress out of my body and into the floor. I can stay like this in pose of a child for a long time. Pose of a child is one of the most relaxing, restorative poses in all of yoga. Now we're going to move on to squat or malasana. You can get into squat from the floor, or you can stand up and squat down. You don't have to come down as deep as I am. Bring your hands into prayer pose at your chest. If your heels don't touch the floor, you can prop them up on a rolled up blanket or a rolled up yoga mat to give you greater stability. Your elbows will be on the insides of your knees. Stay for 4 or 5 breaths. If you don't like that hand pose, you can interlace your fingers and point your index fingers as you extend your arms. And when you're ready to get up, you can put your hands down and just sit down on the floor, or you can put your hands down and push yourself up to standing. Here, I'd like for you to use your imagination. I'm seated in a chair, but let's pretend I'm seated on a toilet. Some people find it easier to go when they're constipated if they raise their feet on a little stool. If you don't have a stool, you can use your yoga blocks. Here are the blocks on the high side, which brings your knees up higher than your hips. If this does not work for you, you could try the medium height of the block. Your knees are still raised, but they're a little lower. Or if that's still too high, you can turn the block onto its lowest side and put your feet up there. You can experiment and figure out which height of the block will work best for you. Try these poses and use the ones that work. Forget the ones that don't. Let me know which ones are your favorite. You can even use your blocks to sit on like I am now. Drop me a comment and let me know which one of these tricks for constipation works the best for you. Constipation is not a companion that any of us desire. Scoop up all these poop tricks. Keep them with you. Namaste. I hope you'll hang around and enjoy the next video. If you like my content, please hit like and subscribe. Maybe you'd even like to check out my blog posts on my website, carmencooperyoga.com. Hang around for the next video, though, okay?